Right, include your audio. Very unprofessional, Owen.
Right, my audio's
I'm
in.
joking. Right. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Alright, people. Well, hello, guys. And welcome to a brand new season on a brand new division. Even though we can't separate the highest division, but never mind. This is Season 3, Round 1, Round Australia. And we are in GP1.1. Now, the reason why it is GP1.1 is because it cannot be separated between the main GP1 and some of the drivers that was included to GP, so they converted it into GP 1.1. This has been It'sville 17, and I was with, well, I am now with a very good special guest, Owen.
Hey everyone.
How you feeling, Owen?
Oh god, dropped my ball. I'm feeling excited for this one.
I think everyone is very, very excited for this one. I think for this division, this is going to be the one that will be more hotted up. But yeah.
I can.
Also, a little bit of a side note, we will also be answering some of your questions, if there is actually people giving us some questions, but never mind. Just message Owen199966. Yeah, just message Owen199966. We'll try and answer them as best as we can. As we wait for Brandon to retire from the full quali session, there's only 15 drivers, so that means they'll be skipping Q1. As we are now going on to Q2.
Do you want to tell the audience about the new rule that Smithy put in? Oh, for God's sake, what's with my words today?
Oh, I know what you mean. Basically, the new rule has been issued, and if I can remember, I don't think I do, which is a bit terrible.
I think it's about the points, about like,
the points, yes.
The points.
The new rule is that the points, if you are, let's say, in the division that you're currently in, let's say for example GP2, and you've won 2 races and finished 3rd, and if the stewards have found out that you are faster for the next division, you can do so, but the points that you accumulate in the 3 races that you took part in the lower division will stay there. It will be all wiped and refreshed. That is the new rule that has been implemented for the new season.
I thought there was another rule saying if you finish if there's 15 drivers, the 11th, 12th, and 13th place will get 1 point as well.
Yes.
Rule? And so on and so forth.
Rather than having 0 points.
It's just to get it more entertaining, and also to get the people more motivated into it.
Just get just get more people motivated.
So it's like, I don't want to race anymore. I'm not gonna race. I'm not gonna get points. We're gonna get 1 point. Yeah,
it does look like it's a dry qualifying. If you would like, Owen, is to message Squiddy for a weather report, please. If he is in the pits, which I'm guessing he is.
Oh god, I can't put that. Sorry. Oh god.
And the driver that is out first is Stepladder Bob.
Weather forecast, please. Even though I should say weather report, but you should get the same thing.
Yep.
And also Seagull's out as well.
RB14 Seagull. Also another thing, we do have some new drivers with the likes of GP1.1, who has actually performed very, very well in the tests that he had recently last week. We have Lecky, who has performed very well like Jordkey in the test last week. Has actually bumped him up 2 divisions. He was technically GP3 pace, but he's bumped up to GP1.1. Which I'm guessing he must be very, very delighted. Another one is P1R Brown. Now this was a very big explanation. P1R Brown, who it wasn't tested, is very fast, and we could be seeing some blistering laps from P1R Brown. So anything can happen. So we now go to Stepladder Bob, starting his flying lap and approaching turn 3. Looking very neat through onto turn 4 and turn 5.
Oh.
So, Owen, for Q2, who do you think will 5 drivers be eliminated?
Considering it's like the first race of the season, I have absolutely no idea who could be going out first. Or
Yeah, I'd say that's true.
But if I had to pick, I'd probably say Jordkey as 11th.
Yeah.
Hamilton probably be ahead of him, so I'd probably say Seagull behind Loki, well, Jordkey, so he's in 12th, then it'd be, oh god, I just saw Ferrari go a bit
That's Joker.
off position. Hopefully it's bad damage. Probably Joker would also be out if he got damaged, if he has like too much damage there or not.
I think he has lost an end
Yeah, so-
plate.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't know who's gonna drive out. I think I'm just gonna be literally like this few is here and just find out who goes out. I have no idea who could go.
The Stepladder Bob has set the benchmark of a 1:21.5 with Ginger Ninja Max doing a 1:21.6 as Jordkey does a 1:21.1.
4 tenths faster, and they're both teammates, I think. Yes, they
Teammates
are.
as well. Yeah, they are. Superb Cam with a 1:22.0. RB14 Seagull with a 1:22.5. URL Hamilton has done a 1:21.5. Sonogo does a 1:21.2.
Something happened on sector 1, but I think
Squiddy has
it's
done
okay
a
now.
1:22.2.
Marty and Stewie still haven't gone out to a lap yet, nor has Brown. Or
No,
even
they're waiting
both.
at the right time. Lecky could have done a 1:21.7, but it was invalidated.
I think Joker's having a bit of a problem, considering he's slowing down, but I think he's just letting the faster cars go past.
Yeah, you can see Joker's car, he lost a M plate and cascade part.
Marnie's now on an outlap, so I'm going to be on him.
This will be Marley's first ever race in GP1.1. And also on the steering wheel as well.
Yeah. Let's see if he's trained well.
Aaron Dazzler and Brandon are out on the route lap as well. We'll have a look at Brandon. The two Force Indias. Now, I want to say something to start off, but this is a little bit of a prediction.
But
Do you think the Red Bulls have some power problems? Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because if you compare Ginger Max's time to Cam and Squiddy's, Cam is 4/10 behind Max, whereas Squiddy is 6/10 behind Max.
yeah, but with Seagull only 3 tenths
Yeah, but
behind.
it's
Squiddy.
on to Red Bull. That's what I'm focusing on, Red Bull. Do you think that their engine could be possibly either down on power as Marley is out of a qualifying session? That does mean he is eliminated.
He just got the exit wrong coming up to the end of the first sector.
As Joker goes
Just
past.
got that exit wrong. I think that corner and possibly the other S near the after the second sector could cost some people some time.
It's going to cost, yeah. I think it will cost them a lot. Oh, Lecky has done a 1:21.4. That's a very good time for the Toro Rosso driver.
But
Now,
yeah,
P1R Brown.
Oops, sorry.
We'll go on to P1R Brown's perspective. A slight little lock up, and he's gone straight into the pits. So he seems to be a little bit unhappy with that run.
He must not like his car, well, must not like it then. Squiddy's on an outlap now, so hopefully he can improve and can be on board to see if he has any power issues.
Yep. But anyway, I'll let you continue on what you were saying.
I probably agree with you, because normally Red Bull usually are like faster on the well, not faster in the corner. They're actually quite quick in the corners, but not on the straight, as they're more of a handling type team. But if you're currently 8 tenths and 6 tenths behind whatever car Ninja was in, I forgot what car he was in.
Ninja Max is in the, I think it's the Haas.
Haas, I think.
Yeah.
Let me just have a
4/10 and 6/10.
Yeah, if you're that that's so far off Ginger, you're gonna be like thinking, right, what can we improve on the car? Because normally Red Bulls are like faster, well the third best, but you're behind Haas. So you're thinking.
I think that's the problem with Red Bull over the coming years, because of them being switched to Renault engines. Yes, from 2010 to 2014. 2010 to 2014. Red Bull was unstoppable. But now, ever since the V6 turbo hybrid started, they just couldn't get the pace.
Yeah. I personally
they couldn't match the pace of what they had in the V8 era.
Yeah. I personally like the Red Bull back when they had the V8s, because they were so much quicker to handle.
Yeah, they were just
unstoppable.
It was the RB6.
But now they're just They're good around the corners, but they just can't get it on the straight.
Just can't get the power.
As I'm saying with Squiddy, he has to
We'll
like...
have a look onto Squiddy as he
left
approaches
lift
onto
off.
the last corner.
Wait, look.
And you look,
As he
he's
goes
already
on
down. He's struggling massively with that Taguer engine.
But we're going to be on board with Stewie as he's just... Ooh, what happened to Stewie?
He's warming. This is what he normally does.
Ah.
He waits for some room and then goes for it. It's a very, very good little tactic. That's what Stewie does.
You also probably, if I was you, keep an eye on Brown as well. Because he's on his outlap now.
Oh, Stewie goes so wide. And he's backing off. He backed off. He kind of went very wide on that first corner.
Now I'm thinking it's a little problem with Mercedes, because if Marley's gone like brushed off wide on the corner that Stewie's
If
coming
Marley's
now,
brushed off very, very wide onto turn 5, could that possibly mean that the Mercedes have handling problems? Which we haven't actually particularly seen in past seasons for Mercedes. Squiddy improves with a 120.9. But the problem is, though, he's going to be starting on the Ultras, which, in my opinion,
but
faster drivers, the Ultras is not a good tyre to start on. They're super weak.
The thing is, Stewie's done that on Ultras, as you said, but
yeah, Squiddy's done it on Ultras, yeah.
But Jord Key, he's only done his tyre on Supers. And if he went on
So
Ultras, he
it's a big,
quicker.
it's a slight disadvantage then for Squiddy. So Stewie
Here comes
goes
Stewie doing
to do another lap.
It's the 130 Super.
Slight lock up, but he's nailed it.
Yeah, is Stewie using ABS off?
Yes. Step
Yes,
ladder
he is,
bomb is
because that's
improved
a little
to
bit
1 minute
low.
20.9.
So yeah, Saba is literally 100th.
13,000.
So we're on Red Bull. So
yeah,
so they're close.
so it looks like
Something
Red Bull
keeps happening on.
have got some upgrades
something's
to try and do.
Something's happening in Sector 3. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's nothing.
No, it's
We'll go on to Stewie. Let's see how he takes this fast left right.
It's it
Takes it
perfect.
with good
Gets it
force. That's very, very good.
Whoa, I'm on board with Brown, and he has a little bit of a lock up into turn 3, which goes to turn 5, perfectly fine. Goes 2 tenths
Still on
faster on the
Stewie.
first sector.
Still going on to Stewie, coming up to the last corner as he straightens his car up and blitzes it onto the start.
He's going to do
Finish straight, and he does a 121.4.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That's a handling problem.
That's a handling problem, because that's what's not
Yeah.
Mercedes should do. One ball with Brown, and
That's-
he's literally 4 tenths up on his time.
Go on to
He hasn't
P1R
done
Brown.
one yet.
As looks
Ooh,
like
Seagull,
Seagull is
what happened?
retired. So it looks like
He's
he
in the
knows
pits
that he's
or what?
out.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting Marley to be out. I
Dying
thought he was going to be in.
Cameron's retired
And
as
Brown
well.
goes down. Ooh. Will this be a
Cam Brown.
119?
120.6. And that's on the
That's from a
Supers.
Red Bull. Not Red Bull, that's from a
It's a
Renault.
Renault. So the people that
So-
are out is URL Hamilton, Ginger Ninja Max, Superb Cam, Seagull and Marley.
But Marley's on a fresher tyres because he hasn't done that.
Marley will have fresh tyres, yep, that is correct. P1R Brown though, showing the brilliant pace in that Renault engine. The engine that's which is what's supposed to have in the Red Bull, but apparently not.
Sonogo might need to improve his pace a little bit if he wants to catch up to the top guys.
Yeah, kind of catch up to his teammate. Well, a 1:21.2 is a very, very good benchmark and a very, very good personal best.
Yeah.
I don't think Stewie's.
Actually...
I don't think Stewie's happy with that. A 1:21.4.
Oh. Yeah. Well, seems like Joker's having a little bit of a connection issue. There's gone like red bars on him. So.
He's a bit fine. He's fine. I don't see any red bars.
Okay, it's just just showing up.
Never mind.
Might be just on my behalf, don't worry.
So if we go on to the best,
we just got a confirmation from Scuddy saying it's going to be clear throughout the whole thing. So for clear through qualifying,
it's going to be a race. Clear qualifying and a dry race.
We just had to confirm it because he said it'd be clear, so I don't know if it's clear in quality, but like
P1R Brown. Right, the people that will be starting on the supers are P1R Brown, Jord Key, Aaron Dazzler, Stewie, and that's it. P1R Brown, Jord Key, Aaron Dazzler and Stewie on the softs, super softs.
So I guess they're going to be for one stop or even a two.
They'll be one stopping, yeah.
Yeah. But it can be possible to do a one stop on ultras, but it's not going to be wise.
You have to be honest, you have to go for a two stop.
Yeah.
And I think not only that,
but
Squiddy is the Red Bull apparently is running a very stiff chassis. Hence why they're quite strong in the handling.
But the shocker for me is literally Brown. Well, with Brown being in first, that's not much of a big shock.
I'd say the biggest shock of all. I'd say not only that, Stewie in ninth. I think the biggest shock of all is Jord Key. The pace that he has in that Sauber.
Well,
it's like
unlucky
less
for Marley,
than a quarter of a second.
Yeah,
behind his teammate.
Unlucky for Marley, I can say.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate for Marley.
But the thing is, we've got 2 Force Indias, 2 Sabres, and 2 Renaults. So
on Mercedes, a Toro Rosso, a Red Bull, and a Ferrari.
Yeah, so basically it's going to be close. Normally it'd be like the other way around, like 2, well, the pairing of the 2 guys.
It could be. It should have been. It could have been 2 Mercedes, 2 Ferraris, 2 Red Bulls, a Force India, a Renault.
Yeah, and that's it, and the rest. But obviously now
and
it's
a Haas.
It's a Renault first, which is Brown.
P1R Brown. He's got the lucky one. Right, who do you think will get pole, and if so, what time? What will be the lap time?
With Brown hitting a 120.6,
I'm
going to say it's going to be on the supers. It's going to be close if he can hit like probably high 119s, one low 20s.
Yeah.
Or if Stewie can find his pace that he had from season 2, might say it'd be between them two. Well, low 119s,
so you're gonna
say
120s. So you're gonna say P1R Brown in first, Stewie second.
Yeah. Or
who do you think will get the third row? Well, who do you think will get third on the second row?
Third on the second row will probably be Jorky.
Yeah?
Say Jord Key, because he has the pace to get that. Hell, he has the pace to even get second, if he can.
So here we go, P1R Brown.
So,
As he goes onto his final lap, we will go on board. Go on board to P1R Brown, and we'll hand it over to Owen to do a circuit guide and Melbourne.
a circuit card. God, I haven't done one of these. So, God, I keep looking up and seeing like yellow flag in sector 3. Sorry.
Go.
But yeah, circuit. I forgot how circuit guide goes now. Damn it.
Well, he's coming up to the third sector.
So basically, as he's coming up to the third sector, he needs to keep it nice and smooth into the left, right-handers, which he does perfectly into the DRS zone. Takes a nice approach, coming straight up to the right-hander. Doesn't lock up as he does. Not really lock up. Goes up to another right-hander. Perfect exit. Just needs a nice sharp-ish left, which can catch you out if you go too much onto the curb. Nice around the right-hander, down to the main straight. Does a 120.1.
At 20.1, that's a very, very good strong lap from P1R Brown there. So we'll go to...
As we see Stewie come.
Looks like
on
John
board
Key
with
does
Stewie.
120.6.
On board with Stewie, who's still going around to the end of sector 2, coming up to sector 3.
Go for the
Goes to the
121.
right, goes to the right, left, perfectly fine. Squiddy 120.4. Stewie goes down, my Xbox just, and my game just keep me on the freaking thing. Thanks connection, I love you so much.
Or just join back. Okay, with a 123.7. Yaya Sonogo does a 121.4. Brandon with a 1 minute 20.8. And
Keeping on
obviously
Stewie
what
for
Owen
me.
said, Stewie has done a 1 minute 20.5.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Aaron
Stewie's finding
Dazzler does
his
a 1
mojo.
minute 20.2. It does look like that Force India has done a chassis package.
It's either that or they did a lot more than that. The way I'm hearing it.
That ladder Bob goes into the pits. And it does look like that.
And I
Aaron Dazzler
realise
knows
I
that's off.
joined. And I realise I joined the wrong session. Never mind.
Well, join off Stream's game attack.
Yes, I accidentally joined onto Chill's race, not ours. Sorry. God. And now my fan's kicking up. Yay. As that's doing, Phil, take it away.
What?
I've just enlightened the people.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Has now gone into the pits. Oh, he missed
What
judged the
happened?
pit. The pit entry. He
Ooh.
locked up. He went very, very wide and damaged his front wing. Well, the good news is it's in the pits anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. I know, Smithy, I know. Joined the wrong lobby. I know. I can't join back in for some bloody reason.
What do you
This
get
is
to fail to join?
No, I can't actually join back in the game. I might have to... send me... I don't know.
This is Squiddy saying game invite because he's in the pits.
Oop, just Saturday join. Sorry. I'm gonna text Smith. So. I accidentally joined in a lobby, crashed a car on Smithy's thing, and I did not mean to join. Sorry, didn't mean to. Sorry. Didn't mean to join.
And it looks like Lucky has gone back into the pits. So then that'll be, by the looks of it, a 2-minute cooldown.
Game kicked me out. Kicked me out of lobby. Yep, let me just send this message to Smithy. And accidentally pressed onto. Why can I not say accident? Why can I not and joined your lobby by accident? Pardon me.
Oh, it looks like Stepladder Bob is on his outlap.
And somehow
what?
I can now join in your thing. Just got a message off Marley saying I'm too slow for GP1. You're not too slow, it's just the car.
You're not too slow, it's the car. Yeah. Also make sure you press spectate, Owen.
Yep, spectate.
Not ready up, because you might be on the track.
Yeah.
So Stepladder Bob, Jorky, Brandon, Joker and Sonogo. And Lecky are on their outlap.
Hopefully I don't get much of a punishment for accidentally joining someone else's lobby.
B1R Brown is still on provisional pole at the moment with a 1 minute 20.1, with Aaron Dazzler with a 1 minute 20.2. As we are now on to Stepladder Bob. Going at the end of the first sector, going on to some traffic now.
Okay, Marley would have actually been 1.8 seconds off pole. Ooh. Yeah. It was just unlucky there, Marley. It's just the car accidentally clipped the curb. It's not your fault.
It's human error, really.
It's not human error. It's, well,
no, it is.
Technically it is.
Ooh, Stepladder kind of went a little bit wide. So it goes and approaches onto the final 3 corners. And it goes wide on that corner again. His deploy is now out of juice, and it does 121.4, which gets him up to 8th, but it was invalidated. P1R Brown and Aaron Dazzler are now on their flying lap. As we go on to Joker, who is less than 3/10 faster. And Squiddy has crashed. Squiddy crashed, or has he retired?
It looks like Sector 1, Sector 2. I'm on board with Stewie, and yeah, it's Sector... Ooh. It's basically on the same part as Marley crashed, but... It's on the same part as Marley, but just a little bit further up. You'll see it when you go onto George Key's... Actually, no, where's George Key? Yeah, you see it when you're on George Key's car. Coming up to him now. It should be on your left-hand side. Well, near enough there.
Oh,
you see where the debris is.
Brake dots. I can see the brake dots, yeah. It's a bit of a shame, so that means he could be losing his 3rd place spot. As Stewie goes on to the last 3 corners. As he tries to improve powering that Mercedes Works powered engine onto the last corner and enabling maximum attack. Crosses the line and he goes third with a 120.2. 300 slower than Dazzler.
And he had
Mark
one more
Brown
chance to
did
get
not
quicker.
improve. Stewie, yeah, Stewie has got one more chance. He is up.
So does Dazzler. Well, he's on his last chance now.
Joe Key is gone into the pits. And it looks like Stewie has stopped. He's slowed down. So he can only get third. We go on to Joker as he gets sixth. 1 minute 20.7. Brandon.
It looks like
going
Brandon
on maximum
invalidated
attack.
it a little bit. It looks like he invalidated a little bit. Going on to the... After the little
Going on
test
maximum
section.
attack. The Sonogo is not improved. Is 1 minute 20.9. As Brandon goes on to the last corner, Aaron Dazzler does not improve. Brandon crosses the
does
line.
a one...
And 1 minute 20.8. He has not improved. Stepladder Bombers set at a time, and Lecky is set at a time. He has kind of improved a little bit, but that is it. P1R Brown gets pole along with Aaron Dazzler on the front row. And Owen, can you please screenshot the qualifying results?
I will take that screenshot and once it loads up, because it's taking its time, and I will need to sneeze because I need to sneeze.
Gesundheit.
That was a good sneeze.
So there we have it for Q3. P1R Brown is going to start on pole with a 1 minute 20.136. Alongside with Aaron Dazzler in the Force India with a 1 minute 20.268. Stewie in third in the Mercedes, very struggling quite a bit with a 1 minute 20.298. Squiddy in the Red Bull in fourth with a 1 minute 20.4. There will be a 5-minute break in which the race will start in at 16 minutes to 10.
Just had a little, like, off-scene interview with Marley, and he's basically said, and I quote, that his mini crash was not a crash, it was him getting too aggressive on the acceleration. And he's also basically saying, and I quote again, my overall pace is too slow for GP1.1, but this is only just the start of GP1.1. Once you get going in the
once you get the
GP,
hang of it,
your
you start to understand their pace, and you'll get faster and faster. It was the problem. It was the same with me when I was starting in GP1 last season. I know for sure that I was too fast for GP2 last season, so I was bumped up to GP1 at Azerbaijan, and that was a very, very good call from me, because Azerbaijan was a very good, strong track for me, and not only that, Austria was after it.
Yeah. But
don't give up on yourself, Marley.
Yeah, just keep it going, but keep your head up and just keep driving. That's all we're doing.
We'll have a look on
Marley...
the race director. Marley has left, so in other words, having a bit of a tiff, but never mind. URL Hamilton, Ginger Ninja Max, and RB14 Seagull are going on for the Super Softs, whereas Cam
is on the softs.
Is on the softs.
That's unusual. Why? Oh yeah, because he crashed out, did he?
No, I think he set a lap. No, he set a lap.
Yeah.
But he got.
Yeah, but why is he on the softs?
Retired in the pits. That means he's doing an inverted one stop. He's starting on the slower tyre and then finishing on the supers.
Yep. Ooh, just got a message from Marty saying I'm not racing in GP1. Good luck to the boys this season. Ah, that's not good.
Well, if that's his mindset, then that's fine.
That will be leading to the stewards. They deal with it.
It will be informed with the stewards.
Yeah. Would like to also point out that obviously with me earlier saying, oh, I got kicked out of the lobby because my connection with all that stuff. I forgot that I also forgot that GP2 was having their race
racing
on and
as well.
accidentally joined. Yeah, I accidentally joined on this. So
Yes,
I am gonna say I'm actually publicly saying sorry for whoever crashed out. It was not intentional. It was accidental. I pressed on the wrong game tag.
Okay.
And I hope they have a good race and all that other stuff. So I now got out of the way. It's time to relax, and it's also 1 minute to go until the race. So
Yep.
Got formation lap.
So, as we are 1 minute away from the race, who do you think will be on the top 3 spot for this new season?
Ooh. It's going to be quite close, to be honest.
Who do you think will have
Brown
the better
has-
strategy?
Probably. Well, if I have a look on the tyres again, obviously Brown's on. The top 3 are all on supers, and then Squiddy some
Or on
ultras. But Squiddy, if he can last those tyres up to like lap 10 or something like that. But then again, Red Bull is.
I'd say that you can take them ultras to lap 11, but you need to be proper conservative.
But he's having
But
a bit
it's
of a
pretty much pointless. Yeah, he's having a bit of trouble.
Both of the Red Bulls are having trouble, and plus the Mercedes is having a little bit of trouble with the handling, so...
Even though Stewie did bag a very
have
good, decent lap in Q3, but in Q2 it seemed to have kind of made him struggle a little bit.
It's time to race, and none of them's... Oh. So, I've currently got in my own...
It might be at 9:45, you never know.
Yeah, they're probably doing it for quarter time. But I'm just saying this, I got these new 2 boards installed with door, so basically I can write down like predictions and all that stuff.
Alright then. What, you got whiteboards?
Yeah, I got whiteboards.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm gonna do it for both boards because then you have one and I have.
You never know, you might be commentating for GP1 as well. But that does mean you not have to be biased. I'm watching you.
I don't want to relive that, thank you very much. So...
Right, so we now go on to the formation lap.
This one is... Oh my god, I would write your name right.
Now with a lot of smoke.
Brown's freaking gone. You just realise it's formation lap.
It is a formation lap, so he's just basically going to destroy his supers.
Yeah. So Phil, what's your predictions?
I'd say Aaron Dazzler.
What, for first or for third?
For third.
Daz. Yep.
Jord Key.
J.K.
No, Jord Key.
I know, but I'm writing it down on the board, Phil. Shush.
Alright then. Okay, okay, okay.
Dazzler needs to catch up to Brown. He's 3.7 seconds behind.
Yeah.
That's also a new rule. If you're 3 seconds behind, it'd be a penalty.
It
But
will
we're
be
not
like
sure
a
how big the
warning
penalty is.
slash penalty, but
Yeah.
he is slowing the
But
field down, so that's alright.
that
You're
also
allowed
means
to
Hamilton needs to catch up as well.
Yes.
So keep an eye on that. Right, and first.
I have to say P1R Brown.
Okay. So my predictions is going to be key for third.
You have to be quick because of the reform of the grid.
But it's Stewie for second.
Yeah.
Forgetting where his name. And then Brown for first.
Okay, okay. So here we go.
With
5 red
Dazzler.
lights for season 3 for GP1.1. And it's lights out and away we go. And it does
That's
actually
the
look
lot
like
of
Stu's actually gone off to a very good commendable start, and same goes for Squiddy, as it looks like he's trying to go for 3 wide onto the first 2 corners. Squiddy's actually came off better as he gets into third, as Joe Key goes up to 4th. Aaron Dazzler then drops into 5th. URL Hamilton goes up into 8th. And there is some slight contact from the back, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of damage there, as P1R Brown now increases his gap ever so slightly.
Hamilton has gone up to 7th. He's gone up by 4 places, but it looks like Yaya and Stepladder's having a little mini battle at the back. Well, behind him. So Joker's gone down by 4 places. Jeez. 5. Oh my
It
god,
looks
Joker's
like
gone.
Joker's gone down even more.
He's spun it. That
Ooh.
Ferrari's not having a good time.
Not having a very good season start. As Ginger Ninja Max is now getting very close on Yaya Sonogo. Was thinking of having a little look, but nowhere to be seen.
At this moment, I think my prediction's actually coming true. On the first lap. Oh my god, I did it right.
P1R Brown starts the fastest lap with a 1:29.0, and it looks like Joe Key is going to go side by side and into the first 2 corners.
Ooh, someone else crashed on sector 3. I think it's Joker. Oh no, it's Seagull.
Single's gone into the pits, so he's got front wing damage.
Yeah, but it looks like he hit the wall, then reversed back, and then gone into the pits.
Oh,
Bit reckless, to be honest.
bit weird.
Just saying, a little bit reckless, that's all, but it's only like I couldn't really see properly because it was like a far away distance.
Yeah, that's fine. As we go on to
Because
step ladder bot, trying to challenge URL Hamilton for 7th.
Squiddy is slowly catching up. Oh,
George Key's
Squiddy at the
catching up.
moment's making a little...
Well, the thing is though, same goes for Aaron Dazzler. Aaron Dazzler's actually trying to keep up with George Key as well, as George Key is trying to reduce that gap a little bit more onto that fast left-right. George Key's actually gone off to got very good exit there, trying to utilise the toe, but Squiddy was a little bit too far ahead.
Like we said,
Oh,
like
Ginger Ninja Max goes a little bit on the grass.
Yeah, well, like we said in Q2, that Red Bull's got a little bit of problem, a little bit of speed, a little bit of speed problem, but it looks like Squiddy's push. Oh, they're going. Oh, collision.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, it's like.
Oh, that was very close. DRS is now enabled.
Squiddy. It looked like Squiddy did push Key a little bit wide, but then Dazzler just barged his way.
Look at Brandon now.
Oh my god, it's 3
Trying to make
wide.
it 3 wide. Oh, there's contact between the teammates. And Step Ladder Bot overtakes URL Hamilton.
Oh, up and down, Squiddy.
Oh, Squiddy's lost it.
Oh,
and
Hamilton lost it.
Gone.
Back. A little bit of lag then. What happened then? Just a little bit of a lag spike happened. Oh my god.
We do not know what happened to URL Hamilton because we cannot spectate a damaged car. Thanks, Go Masters.
Oh. You're the best! I'm sorry.
We'll go on to
Actually,
Brandon
no.
now. Oh, look. Oh!
Wait, Hamilton left? Why did he leave? It was supposed to, like, leave.
Well, there's no safety car. Well, the safety car glitch, I think, is gone. And it looks like Squiddy is losing it now.
I know, but you're supposed to be, like, that's the
drop, yeah. So I think that...
admin for permission. Stewie's on, Stewie's literally right behind Bro's ass! Bottom, I mean, not the other one. Recorrected my words.
Utilising the overtake mode. Trying to go for the outside, but P1R Brad defends very, very well.
Do not demonetize
Squiddy
this video.
Dazzler, Sonogo and Squiddy have gone into the pits. Superb Cam gives it a little bit of a push off Step Ladder's backside.
There we go. God damn it, Owen, you had one job and you failed it. Ooh, Cam's coming up on his former teammate, which is Step Ladder.
Which is Step Ladder.
With Ninja behind him.
Right up its gearbox.
With Ninja behind him, so one mistake could cost them both, or one, or something like that. I don't know. Physics.
Oh, it looks like Ginger Ninja Max is actually going to get some very good tilt coming out of this right-hander if he gets it right.
I love these boards. They look so good.
No contact between them two, and it looks like Super Cam's trying to go.
Oh my god, Step Ladder spun a little bit. I'm going to take a recording of that because it looked like Step... Yeah, Step Ladder looked a little... Cam looked like he was being a bit aggressive, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just be patient. Red Bull's having a... Oh, Squiddy, what happened?
Squiddy's gone.
What happened? Oh, he crashed it!
Oh,
crashed it on the... He crashed it on the exit.
Crashed it in the same place, whereas...
I crashed it.
Yeah.
Well, most people could crash it on GP3. That, like I said, that corner, it can be a death corner if you get it wrong.
Yeah.
Unlucky Squiddy.
Even if you get it right. Get it wrong.
You have to be so careful.
We will invite Squiddy for a interview later on. If you can please get an invite invite Squiddy in. We'll give him an interview as we focus on Lecky trying to decrease that 3/10 gap on Step Ladder.
I will invite him in a minute.
Oh, looks like Step Ladder's had a bit of opposite lock, which kind of costed him. And Lecky's now going onto the inside, going up to the fourth to last corner, diving into the inside of that.
He gets it, but it looks like he nudged a little bit of Step Ladder.
There's a little bit of contact from Step Ladder, but it looks like Step Ladder regained his car okay, so that wasn't that much damage.
Yeah,
and Bob has now gone into the pits.
Goodbye, mate. Gonna invite Squiddy into this party and ask him.
Yep.
Well, oh no, Squiddy's gone offline. Oh no, something must have happened. If he's gone offline. Yeah. Invite him.
It's either that, it's just appeared offline.
No, he actually went offline.
Oh. Aaron Dazzler sets the fastest lap with a 1:24.3.
Thing is, I was going to put Squiddy as 4th. But... oh, Cam's catching up on Sonogo.
On it. Utilising that fresh set of supers.
So that Red Bull power has decided to come up, and it's sector
Cam's
3 again.
The first 3-second time penalty. No one has spun it. It's just nothing.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
Brown.
What happened in Brown?
I think he's just lost it in the same place as Squiddy. He's got front wing damage.
But nearly crashed. Yeah, but nearly crashed though.
I guess so. That means Brown has to force a 2-stop. He's going in.
Which he's going to do now. But he can actually help.
He can still clinch it though.
Yep. So first place is Stewie, second is George Key, third is Brandon, fourth is Ginger, Brown in fifth, Lakey and oh no,
But
Joker's gone up to fifth.
Joker's gone up to 5th. So that means
Yep.
Brown is now 7th.
Lakey's
Lecky's
yep.
6th.
Lakey's sixth. Aaron, well, Dazzler's eighth. Stepper and Bob's
Gone up to
down.
6th.
Oh, for God's sake! That's the perfect time I know to do a goddamn thing.
I know, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
We'll go on board with Sunogo as he tries to keep up with Cam. He does have DRS enabled. As P1 now goes out in 9th.
I'm on board with Ginger Ninja Max as he's catching up to Brandon's Toro Force India, not
Force India.
So wrong car. Wrong car. And it looks like the house is actually building a lot of speed. Gets a good exit.
Oh god, he's over revving that. Come on, Max. Change gear.
Like
Going side by side.
ooh,
A little bit squeezed, but it looks like Ginger Ninja Max has got it.
got it.
Good move from Max there.
The house this year is showing a lot of improvements.
Yeah.
Must be from last season. They went, you know what? Let's just reboot everything and get it all going again.
We're going back
like
onto
it's working.
P1 Brown as Joker now goes into the pits.
Yeah, Brown's doing a one-stop, so he's on softs.
Brown's going to try and conserve these soft tyres as best as he can. That's 22 laps. The stepladder Bob sets the fastest lap with 1:24.352. And it does look like that P1 Brown is actually struggling on them supers. I mean on the softs, sorry.
Oh, Cam with multiple warnings, which conceded a 3-second time penalty. Must be losing grip. On those
Because of the tyres that he might be using, he's pushing them a bit too hard.
Yeah. Or it could be the power again.
Yeah, that could be true.
On the exit. But the person that impressed me the most is Ninja Max, because he's gone up by 9
Ninja Max
places.
as Aaron Dazzler has now got a 3-second time penalty. We go back on board with P1 Brown. He tries to keep up with Lecky, who is on the super softs.
Yeah, Toro Rosso versus Renault. It should be
Honda engine versus Renault engine.
Yeah.
But it looks like
Which
Lecky is
like
holding his own as
wide.
Brandon now goes into the pits. And Red Bull gets the Seagull gets a 3-second time penalty as well.
This race is literally...
This race
everything.
is very interesting.
As
I
we
never
say,
ever...
well, as I...
Oh, it looks like P1 Brown's trying to go into the inside, but locks up.
Brown pushed him a little bit then. Gonna take a little bit of recording of that, just to see.
If it's in broadcast, then that's good.
It's the broadcast because it looks like it looks like a mini dive bomb, but it could look like a little bit of a push. I'm not really sure.
Well, we'll inform. Well, the stewards will look into it. The Superb Cam's now catching up to Brandon, who is now pit with us on the soft tyre compound.
Yeah, but that Red Bull is slowly catching up. But George Key is keeping his pace.
Yeah, he is in that Sauber, rocking the number 23.
But yeah, it seems like Stewie's back in his realm again at the top.
I think he's found that problem. Go back onto Superb Cam as they go onto the DRS straight. It looks like Superb Cam was struggling on that last corner.
Yeah, it must be the power exit then. Power exit. Something.
It could be an
How
it could either be an aerodynamic problem. This isn't a good start for Red Bull.
Well, in qualifying they were good. Well, qualifying Scuddy had a good quality while
Scuddy
didn't.
found that problem solved, but then in the race it just went
It
downhill.
just appeared again.
Yeah.
It just appeared. I know. It's like hello.
Key's now gone into the pits, and Stewie's got a 3-second time penalty.
Ooh. Here comes
This means that
going
Key,
down the straight.
let's have a look at what tyre he's going for. He's going for the softs. 18 laps on the softs.
He's going to try and do the one stop.
He's going to try and do I think the overcut?
Yeah, because Ninja Max hasn't.
Is it overcut or undercut? As P1 Brown sets the fastest lap on the 124.3.
I think it's undercut.
And he is closing on step ladder bottom. Whereas Lecky is following suit, and the same goes for Brandon.
Yeah.
For the two viewers that are watching this stream, hello.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening.
God's sake.
Good
evening.
You're having a very tremendous day, because we are, especially in our little paddock. Our commentary box.
Even though it's
our bedroom.
3 minutes past 10. Even though it's 3 minutes past 10, it's not evening. But you get the point.
Yeah.
We just
But Aaron Dazzler's actually catching up to George Key. But that gap could possibly get a lot bigger, because George Key is just recently pitted on the softs, whereas Dazzler pitted a lot earlier.
Brown is catching up to stepladder.
The people that are yet to pit is Stewie and Max.
Now, if George Key can close that gap between him and Max, he may have a chance
He can possibly retake second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have to
Sonoga's catching up to Superb Cam. Well, it was supposed to be Cam that was catching up to Brandon, but it looks like Cam is struggling for grip. He's taking some very weird lines, slowing his car down.
Sonogo is under 1/10, catching up to Cam.
Stewie is pitted.
But considering
Going on
Mercedes'
to the
pit
soft
stop is that close, considering Mercedes' pit is that close to the entry, we're gonna have a good time.
Right, this is going to be close between Max and Stewie, who's going to be out in front, and it looks like Max, but Ginger Max is yet to pit, and here comes George Key, and Siegel's gone out. As George Key sets the fastest lap with 124.2. We will find out on where he crashed.
I'm on board with Ginger Max.
And Cam's gone!
Cam's gone!
2 Red Bulls has gone.
Well, I guess they haven't got any wings.
That's the problem. They've got handling problems.
I just realised what I said, sorry.
We'll have a look in Ginger Ninja Max's perspective and see where they crashed. I'm guessing that they've crashed on the left-right.
Left-right area, which is... I see a bit of a
Obviously
debris there.
There's some debris, so that means they have crashed in that area. And look at Joe Key, he is catching up to Stewie.
Yeah, he is. but Stewie's on fresher tyres.
Ooh,
And Jordan Key
Jordan
lost
Key
it!
has a little bit of a moment. Step ladder Bob has got a 3-second time penalty. As P1R Brand catches up.
Part on the second to last corner. See a bit of a debris on the second to last corner.
Max is now pitted.
When someone done us it again.
Joe K's ERS deployment is not a lot. As P1R Brand is now right into Step Ladder Bob's gearbox. He will have a chance of overtaking down this straight. Oh, Bob
He's backing
defends super harsh. And he's letting him through.
Brown.
Bob let Brown through because he defended way too hard.
Yeah.
Lecky is now actually having a chance on Ginger Ninja Max.
In the same area as well.
Salby 14 as Siegel left the session. No safety car glitch has been instructed, so that is good to hear.
It's probably because no one's like got retired and left straight away. It's them guys just like letting it go for like a couple of laps.
We'll have a look at
Lecky
Lecky.
and then going.
Oh, that looks like Bob.
It is Bob on the corner.
I think he's lost his front wing.
Yeah.
He's still got some part of his front wing, but he's lost his front left end plate and cascade.
And that's the one thing you don't need to lose. Well, that's one thing you do not want to lose because you
Especially
can't
the end
turn
plate
much on the left.
Yeah.
Because you can't turn once. You have to brake really early.
Brake early, turn in.
He's one to Sunogo. He's like 1 minute down.
Oh, Bob's gone.
He's retired in the pits.
He's retired in the pits. Yeah, it's very unfortunate for Step Bob there.
Why would Sunogo? He's literally 1 minute behind everyone.
I think he's just running his own race by the looks of it. As we go back onto Lecky and Ginger Ninja Max, we're onto the halfway point. And this is what the grid is like. Stewie is in first, along with Joe Key, who is 2.2 seconds behind him. In third is Aaron Dazzler with 3.8 seconds behind Joe Key. And I forgot to put it onto the leader. There we go. P1R Brown. P1R Brown's gone.
What?
He's crashed.
Oh my god! He crashed down the same part that. Our predictions are wrong. We predicted him first. Did we? Yeah.
Yeah, I predicted him first.
I predicted him first.
No!
Damn it, we lost the bet. Crap.
Right.
Damn it.
Anyway, that is surprising.
That's a shocker.
That is yeah, that's a shocker. I think he pushed way too much.
Same thing might happen to George Key if he... George Key could actually get first if he catches up.
He pushed too much. It was the same with, I think, Siegel, Cam, and Squiddy.
You want me to get Brown into the pod so we can...
If you think that, yeah, we'll do like a mid-race, mid-crash interview. We'll send him on his way. Wow, that was very surprising.
Yeah. Well, George Key's got 3 second time penalty. Ooh. That ain't good. George Key's pushing it.
George Key's trying to push, trying to decrease that gap, but let's not forget that Stewie has a time penalty as well, so he must not accumulate more than Stewie.
And I think, if I get it right, Dazzler does also have a 3 second time penalty.
Dazzler's got one.
Yeah. So it's a 3-way battle. It's literally going to be a battle for Then against we might actually possibly get the one comes in already on the warning, but we're not sure. Step on Bob with a 5-second penalty.
Well, he has crashed. So.
Speeding in the pits. Yeah. Oh, we're just turning up now, for God's sake. But
Nice.
yeah, I think you're currently winning on the prediction because you got Key and Dazzle in second and third.
Yeah.
But I had Stewie and Key for second and third. We both had Brown for first,
which was not. Our predictions were wrong. We're not good at predictions. As
no,
and it looks like Brandon is catching up to Joker.
And it seems like Dazzler's losing the pits. Dazzler's gone to the pits.
Stewie was talking about. Oh yeah, Dazzler's gone into the pits. I think he's going for a 2-stop.
Must be their stop. What's going on?
Yeah,
he's
going on. It's on supers.
But as you were saying,
I think Stewie might be right for this. The tyre temperatures or the tyre carcass kind of fluctuates the tyre wear quite a bit.
Just saying, does George Key have a mic? Oh.
Yeah, he has.
Does he not?
Yeah, he has.
Okay then. That's good then. What, is he new? Come on, yeah, he's a new one.
Yep, he's a newcomer. We'll go back on board with Brandon.
I would say one thing, that's actually a pretty decent debut for him, for second. And
yeah,
if he gets second, he's only 4 seconds behind Stewie, so he needs to catch up. No,
he needs Stewie not to. He needs Stewie to possibly get another penalty. Because if he does, then Jug Key might possibly win.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing on Stewie's dashboard, it's telling him to pit.
Yeah, it normally does that, so just ignore it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Oh,
bit of a tie
Brandon!
Brandon's just trying to close the gap onto Joker, who is on the softs. Joker gets and initiates his DRS, and he's also got his teammate behind him. Now, we've seen what team orders are like in previous Formula 1 seasons, especially the one with Camo and Stepladder Bob, but we're not going to mention any furthermore. Now the question is, we know that Aaron Dazzler is on the faster compound and is on a different strategy on Brandon. Will they do the team order?
If I was Brandon, catch up to Joker as soon as possible, and then if Dazzler overtakes Joker, and also if they're both at the same amount of pace, or if they're both at the same point, let Dazzler overtake Brandon and try and stop Joker from overtaking him. So basically it's like, oh, I'm letting my teammate pass, but I'm not letting...
Oh, it looks like Brandon's letting him through. Brandon's letting him through.
Good idea, because now the Ferrari's going to be thinking, damn it, gone from a soft tyre, or soft compound car to a super soft compound. We all know those super softs are fresh, so they're going to catch up quickly.
Yeah, proper fresh.
And he's already got DRS, so basically, goodbye Ferrari.
Aaron Dazzler sets the fastest lap with a 1:23.9. As Aaron Dazzler pushes super hard, and he's catching up to Joker within 2 corners.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to put up the door.
As Dazzler goes round the outside, and he's now gone onto the inside onto turn 4. That's a fantastic move. Record that, because that might be overtake of the season, that is. Got it recorded?
Oh, damn. We can find it in the stream, so I blanked out.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Blanked out.
Yeah, it don't matter.
We found it in the stream. We can look in the stream. Well, Brandon's catching up to Joker now.
Brandon's catching up to Joker. I think Joker's running out of deploy.
Like I said, let the faster car go past.
We'll have a look. Mercedes power engine versus a Ferrari. Brandon has a little look, but nothing.
Just saying you might have to do... Oh, actually... You might be able to do it in I'm not sure. Because I realise it.
Dazzler's gone faster with a 123.1.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to pull the plate down and get you
can do it there.
Down for a bit. No, I'm intrigued in the race because I'm looking at Brandon and he's going for that overtake.
Oh, Brandon's actually going for the overtake. He's looking to do Joker. He's going on to the outside, and he's now gone onto the inside, and that's a copy move from Dazzler.
I'm recording that one this time.
Oh, but it looks like Joker's.
Well, it looks like Joker was going to do the same thing.
We'll go on board with Joker on for this one, and it does actually look like Joker's front left is blistering a little bit.
Yeah.
The gap between Stewie and Jorky is now 7.1 seconds. As we are now onto lap 22 of 29.
So currently at the moment, Stewie in first, Jorky in second, Ginger Max in third, Dazzler in fourth with his teammate Brandon in fifth, Joker in sixth, Blakey
in seventh, and Sonogo in eighth.
Yes. But just reminding everyone, the people who DNF, the Brown and stuff like that, won't get points because they haven't done 90% of the race.
From Brown to Hamilton, they won't be getting any points.
Because they haven't done.
Yeah.
And Marley's not in due to the fact he's not happy at the moment.
We can just, it'll be in good hands with the stewards.
He'll be talking to him. Yes. As we see Joker catching up on Brandon.
Actually trying to catch up, trying to keep up with Brandon. As Dazzler's now 1.5 seconds behind Max.
Oh, Joker left the session, what happened?
Lagged out, so we're trying to invite him back. Keep an eye on the Dazzler Max. Aaron Dazzler decreases that gap ever so more.
Sonogo winning. Alright mate, pad burpee. There we go.
It's getting closer and closer to Aaron Dazzler to Ginger Ninja Max. Jorky has obviously secured second place, but he can still have a chance of getting the lead. As long as Stewie does not get any more penalties. As always, what we did in GP3, we will discuss on who will get driver of the day at lap 25. As Aaron Dazzler's now reduced that gap.
I was about to say I have got two very good choices here.
I've got a couple of good choices as well.
And I'm currently looking at one right now.
Well, have a look
as Dazzler goes down on the back.
On with Aaron, on board with Aaron Dazzler.
Ooh,
it's nothing. Aaron Dazzler's actually got a good run onto Ginger Ninja Max. He's going to try and go for the inside, which then makes him onto the outside.
Which?
Oh,
Yes,
wow! What's a
That's
move from
another
Aaron
one.
Dazzler again?
That's
He's made
another.
2 good moves to get him up to 3rd.
Oh, Joker crashed.
Oh
No.
yeah, he has.
Yeah, but he's not moving. That's the thing.
I think it's because
I
that
don't know.
he realised that he got control.
Yeah.
And sadly, he is not within
Oh,
the
there we go.
95%.
Oh, is this
ball.
qualified?
He's not in the 95% as well.
Yeah. 95%
Right, lap
is
25. I think like 95% is like lap 28?
26, because I'm doing it, okay.
28. So now,
no.
who shall we
Driver
give
of the
it?
day.
Who shall we give driver of the day? Yeah.
I will probably. Like I said, I've got 2 picks. I could start. Well, for one, for having such a good start and moving up by 8 places. It's
It will be Ginger Ninja Max.
But considering it's his debut and he actually nearly caught up to Stewie, it also can be George Key. It's between them two because, George Key, he has pace, as we all know, and he can catch up with Stewie, but it just needs...
I'd say Ginger Ninja Max, because he's been in a fair few more battles than George Key. Yes, it was George Key's debut, but Ginger Ninja Max, he has had a very poor qualifying after getting knocked out in Q2, but he just brought it back off his race pace.
Yeah, I agree with you then. I'd say the same.
So there we go. That'll be for driver of the day. Driver of the day will be Ginger Ninja Max for the brand new season. So we will be congratulating to Ginger Ninja Max. We'll give him a sneaky little shout out of his commemorable driving and a good performance after having a very poor qualifying.
I have just realised that Dazzler has actually got a time penalty.
Oh.
So
Don't tell us how much, because it might spoil the surprise.
And Ninja is on his final warning. So...
Well, George Key's got another 3-second time penalty, but it doesn't look like it's not going to affect him anymore.
Nope.
As Stewie starts his 27th lap of 29.
If I was Marley, I probably would have not quit. I would have raced because he would have actually got something.
I think he would have got some points.
Yeah.
He's got Brandon to battle, he's got Cam to battle, he's got Stepladder Bob to battle, he's got Joker to battle. It's that sense of doubt.
He had a lot. Yeah, it's just he just ran out of confidence.
It's just that he was doubting himself.
Dazzler needs to put on the gas, that pedal to the pedal to. I forget it. He needs to put his foot down. There we go. Again, I like how I'm just giving up half midway sentence. God damn it! I'm just skip. Can't speak.
Rewind. Ginger Ninja Max is actually trying his absolute best to catch up.
If Ginger Max has got a lot, if he has like got some bit of overused, not used fuel.
He's got some
Use it now.
ERS to use, he needs to use it. But I think
Yes, it is.
Dazzler is is using it a little bit too much.
He's gonna run out soon.
As
He's not.
Stewie
looking.
now is now on his second to last
Wait.
lap. He's had a little bit of
This
luck on his
is-
side. The Season 2 World Champion.
Yeah, his car didn't perform in Q2. It performed
I think he was
really
setting
good
a
in
benchmark
Q3.
time for that.
Yeah, he went really good in Q3. And he's having a pretty decent race. So did George Key. So it's gonna be entertaining.
So as Stewie finishes the last few of his corners on the penultimate lap to start his flying lap, we'll give him some stream time and we'll do one last rundown of the grid. Stewie in first place from third is 12.5 seconds ahead of George Key, who started in 5th and is in 2nd. Aaron Dazzler, who started in 2nd, got off to a bit of a shaky start, but picked it up at the final 8 laps to get him into P3. Ginger Ninja Max in P4 from starting in 12th. Brandon started in 5th, started in 7th. Lecky in 6th, started in 3rd, and Sonogo, who is a lap down, started 8th and is in 7th.
And the cars that did not finish are Brown, Stepladder Bob, Cam, Seagull, Squiddy, Hamilton, and Joker.
So as Stewie goes onto the final few corners to round off such an amazing race for this weekend for GP1.1, and as he crosses the line to win the Australian Grand Prix for Season 3, well done to Stewie.
What a way to do it.
What a way to start off Stewie's GP 1.1 career as George Key finishes 2nd. He must be thrilled. And Aaron Dazzler gets 3rd. Oh no, Max gets 3rd.
Oh no, he doesn't. Max does. Oh wow.
Ooh. And
That's
Dazzler's not happy. He is not happy.
I should not be laughing.
And he is not happy at all. And Lecky crosses the line in 6th.
Yep, I will invite those three into the thing.
Yep, make sure to screenshot the race results. Actually, no, I'll screenshot the race results.
No, I do it for you. Don't worry, I do it for you.
Right. I'll do it anyway.
I'm doing it for Phil. Let me.
So there we have it for Stewie. Another win on his
I get rewarded for spectating.
race wins. And another trophy back to the Mercedes team in Brackley.
What a race. Oh, Dazzler had to.
So there we have it
This.
for GP 1.1. What a tremendous race that was. Stewie started in 3rd, get his first win for Season 3. With George Key in 2nd from starting 5th. A very strong debut from him, and I'm guessing he's very, very delighted for that. Ginger Ninja Max in 3rd from starting 12th from after having a poor qualifying and still sticking to a 1-stop and having no penalties.
There's 2.
Fantastic.
And there's
Aaron
the
Dazzler in
triple.
4th, Brandon in 5th, Lecky 6th, Sonogo 7th. And then the retirements are as follows: P1R Brown, Stepladder Bob, Cam, Siegel, Squiddy, Hamilton and Joker. We will have the interviews up and running, so we'll have the top 3 to tick the box.
Yeah. I'll let Phil get the interviews going. I need to go to fucking... I need to get to the toilet because I'm dying for a wee.
I'll let you do that, Owen. And we'll start off with I was about to say Squiddy, but no, at least I changed it. We'll start off with Stewie. Well, I would say you had a little bit of a miracle, but you had an okay session in qualifying, but you picked it up in Q3. Well, was that the plan? No. Yeah. We did see, we was absolutely surprised of what happened to P1R Brown, because I thought he was going to be very conservative because of him pitting quite early to change his wing.
He actually had him down as a...
I think he was trying to go and continue a one-stop. Yeah. Owen, would you like to say anything? Any more questions to Stewie?
I was gonna say it's a pretty decent start for you now, considering you won like season 2's trophy. Have you do you think that you're gonna win this one, or do you think it's gonna be a bit of a challenge for you?
And no, I'll let you continue. What you was going to say? Yeah, you've done very, very good. And I also want to say one small thing. Any thoughts on Bahrain and how well do you think?
Stewie, can I make... sorry for interrupting. Stewie, can I ask, is your audio on? Because I've just got a message off.
It doesn't work.
Saying...
So doesn't matter.
Okay. It won't work, okay.
We'll basically dub on what Stewie says, Brandon. So basically, Stewie was very, very happy of the result, and he was matching P1R Brand's lap times, as P1R Brand did struggle to try and pull. Well, he was trying to pull a huge gap, but then caused him into a bit of a half spin and crashed out. But Stewie was very happy with the result, and he's very, very confident with Bahrain. So congratulations to Stewie for winning in his first race in Season 3 of GRL. So I'll hand it over to you, Owen, to interview Jord Key, the debutant.
Alright, Jord. Yeah, debutant. Hello. I was actually quite surprised he was actually that quick. But Jord Key, considering you finished like 5th in Q3, I thought so. I might actually get you to probably boost up to 3rd. Was not expecting you to get 2nd, but what's your confidence at the moment for GP 1.1? Like,
Feeling good. Q3, I actually bottled it really hard because I'd done a race in another league last week, and I knew I could do a 20-point flat in quali, and then my final run, I was 4 tenths up through sector one alone, and I knew that I had gave away half a second in the final sector as well. So I was kind of like, but then I invalidated the lap, and I was just like, oh, that's so annoying because I think I could have been at least front row on the grid.
yeah.
It did.
And
It
then
did
that
seem. It did seem that you was pushing that lap at Q3 super hard because of the way you was attacking some of the corners.
yeah, I mean the final run I went on, I yeah, I don't know what happened. I just didn't feel the confidence in the car in the last run, but as I said, I was 4 tenths up going through sector one, so I was doing something right, and then just ran a bit wide and got an invalidated lap, and there was no time to set another one. But I think that hindered me from then on because obviously at the start I was caught up behind Squiddy, um,
Yeah.
and then I had Aaron Dazzler sort of attack as well, and it was kind of like trying to maintain position, and obviously Squiddy had his issue, and I was in P3, and I was like, okay, this is good, I'll take a podium, and then obviously Brown had his issue as well, and I tried the undercut on Stewie. I think I got it to within 2 seconds. I think if he'd stayed out another lap, I may have just got him, but
Yeah.
from then on,
Yeah.
he had fresher tires and he was able to pull away. But I think if I can get the qualifying right from now on, then I hopefully I can fight for the championship. That's a big statement coming out, but
It's a big statement from
Yeah.
you, but I think
Especially from
you could possibly pull it off as long as you keep that mentality and that drive from this race
yeah,
for the next 20 races. As
yeah.
always,
I mean,
and obviously, what I said to Stewie, also, what are your thoughts on Bahrain and how do you think the Sauber would do around that track?
um, I'm quite confident around Bahrain. It's one of those races where I've I've been hit and miss in previous series that I've raced in, but coming onto the new game, pace is feeling good. I've been doing some practice around there, feeling good. So yeah, hopefully I can challenge for the top spots again in Bahrain.
Yep. Anyway, well done for getting P2 on your debut. A
Thank you.
very good, strong debut. And
Thank you.
and that's it for. And, well, that's the your key for second. We will now go across to Ginger Ninja Max. I don't know what to say because there's a lot of things.
You're one lucky person.
We've got a lot of things to try and fit in a short period of time. Q2 was not
Yes.
not very good for you, wasn't it? I don't know what
Was you
happened.
holding the acceleration button or something? Because it literally did not work.
Did you have like problems with the car? Because it did look like you were struggling for grip in that half.
I did. I don't know. It was quite hard to put my finger. I don't think it was a bad lap at first on the supers. But then I kind of thought, yeah, because I was obviously the quickest super runner. But looking back on it, I ran deep in a few corners. I didn't get the acceleration I wanted out of some corners, grip-wise and stuff. And then I just completely messed up, thinking I would somehow get ahead of Stewie and P1R Brown, and I didn't go out on ultras and save a Q3 spot.
Did you
which I probably
think
would have
that
got,
the
considering my
Haas
pace.
was in a bit of a disadvantage at Q2?
I wouldn't say that. I think I was just probably needed to get used to the car basically. I don't know. I just think I think it was just maybe a bit of both.
So do you think that there's going to be some like minor upgrades on like chassis, aerodynamics, and some for the next race in Bahrain?
Well, I'm hoping so because I'm not particularly strong at Bahrain. I'm not bad, but it's not one of my favourite tracks. But I think I should be more kind of maybe adjusted.
But
To the track.
all the bad things aside, the race it just changed.
Don't know what happened, to be honest. I'm still kind of
We was
trying to think about what
quite
happened.
perplexed. You was all over the
We was
place,
all over-
like battles.
Yeah,
In like the
literally
first
from
3
the-
laps, you made like what?
I think I was
three positions.
I was 8th by lap 2. So yeah, like 4 positions. What helped? In fact, it didn't help. What helped was who was it? I think it was I'm not sure. Stepladder Bob, maybe.
Yeah.
Someone else battling, and I think they went off. I'm trying to remember. I think it was the Ferrari.
It would have
From the
been
top of my head.
Joker.
Might have been Joker, and a Renault battling. I think the Ferrari spun out. Then it was a Williams, and I think it might have been Bob in the Sauber. And then obviously P1R Brown and all the other people through the race. And I think it's not just down to that. I think I handled my tyres pretty well. Managed to. Well, I knew one stop was possible, but
Yeah.
kind
So
of
it looks
tyre wear
like
was,
that
really
your
kept
tyre
on.
strategy was bang on point around Australia.
More or less, yeah. Supers to softs really seem to do the trick. So very happy.
Is there any questions for you, Owen, to Max?
Yeah, we have one question. I'm just thinking, as we're going literally on the last lap, I just thought to myself, he might not actually get third, considering he's like slowing down a little bit. And I thought, don't know how many time penalties Dazzler has, but if you Ninja got like 1, you probably won't get third. So basically,
Yeah.
one time penalty helped you. But
Yeah,
if the second,
I kind of knew all along because I kept getting feedback from the race engineer saying
From the race engineer.
Aaron has 6 seconds worth of time penalties, and I basically I didn't really slow down. I just kind of was more conservative on the last lap, just to make sure I didn't get any penalties or didn't spin out. So basically, I was only 3 seconds away from him, so I was going to get the podium. But yeah.
Yeah, I know he got like 1 penalty, but I didn't know about the second one.
Yeah,
until
no,
I saw your name
I
move
just-
up and I went, oh my god.
I was quite confused at the time because I was sitting 4th, about 14 seconds behind Dazzler. I thought, okay, I'll take a 4th after being 12th. But then I remembered I just did like 2 laps of just pure concentration, just banging, and then my
Just pure,
game
yeah,
sound
just
went
pure
off and I
concentration, and
reconnected
pure
my
pace.
controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just looked to the top left or top right corner, and Aaron Dazzler was behind me, and I was 3rd. I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry, what? Yeah, odd race. But
Yeah.
I think,
Well,
yeah, it also made Aaron a little bit upset because he literally
he
left
was a
straight
little
after.
bit distraught at the end. Yeah, he was very distraught.
why was he?
at that.
What was his reason for him stopping twice?
I think it was because that he had damage. I think he was trying to go for a move, but it kind of locks up. But we don't know.
Alright.
I think he was
We
trying
don't
to
know.
go for a
That's
2-stop.
unfortunate.
He was trying to go for a 1-stop, but he thought that the softs won't last because he pitted that early, so he went for a 2-stop.
Yeah, he did pit. He pitted like lap 8 because I remember overtaking him because his tyres were shot, and he pitted the lap after that. But yeah, ultras is quite hard to do on top on. So
But
yeah.
I think like lap 25, me and Phil had a little discussion on who the driver of the day would be.
But
and we had
first,
2 choices.
we'll say congratulations for you for getting 3rd,
thank you very much.
and we'll hopefully the luck will transpire into Bahrain, even though it isn't your strongest.
Hopefully so.
But just stay out
But,
the danger and drive your
Before
own race.
we'll go on to driver of the day,
Exactly.
we'll do an honourable mention of Aaron Dazzler before his bit of distraughtness at the last lap. His overtakes, me and Owen was watching Dazzler catching up on the supers. The overtakes that he pulled off coming up to turn 3 and then turn 4 were exquisite. They were
The fun part is
brilliantly
really well.
executed.
Yeah.
The fun,
I
the fun,
did think about battling into going into turn 4.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of side by side with him going through 3, and I thought he's got penalties. leave it.
Mm.
I could have probably gone side by side into 4, but I might have made contact, and who knows what would have happened there. So
Yeah.
I
The
d-
thing
it
is,
was- yeah, but no,
that you don't really want to go side by side on that corner, especially going into turn 5.
It's a very,
because-
very tight corner, turn 4.
Mm. Mm. And plus with the
Yeah,
exit
but,
of turn 4 going into...
yeah, really good overtakes
So
from him.
horrible.
Right.
But yeah, we're
Yeah.
now on to driver of the day, and surprisingly, it's to you,
It was actually...
Max.
No, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you
from
very much,
having,
I will...
from obviously having the qualifying that you did not want,
Matt.
and then you just pull some wizardry or some miracles. You pulled it
9
off.
Yeah.
places.
Part
And
of the
got
Red Sea,
9.
aka about 6 cars. I just moved that
Yeah.
line.
But congratulations
Thank you.
on
Thank you very much.
getting driver of the day and
You're
also
welcome.
getting P3. And
Yep.
that will be it for practice. No, for GP 1.1.
Practice.
Obviously, for next
Yes.
week, same goes with GP2. There will be the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it's also for GP3. GP1 is also GP 1.1 is the same time as GP2, so that will be obviously streamed at the same point. But obviously, me and Owen will be streaming GP 1.1 for next week. Tune in
Yay.
tomorrow, Sunday at 8, for the start of GP1. Apparently, it's going to be
0.2.
very,
That
very
should be entertaining.
excited. It's going to be very, very exciting, and we do not know what sort of upgrades or drivers are
Down.
going to be the underdogs. So, this has been It's Full 17, and I was with Owen alongside me in one
Yes.
heck of an Australian race for GP 1.1. See you tomorrow.
Can't wait for next week.